Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto Online video. Now in this video, what I would like to do is go over what I believe are the top 5 businesses or activities that you guys can do completely solo. Now some of these you can incorporate into doing cooperative or with some help, but I want to go over how to do these businesses completely solo to maximize your profit and kind of go over the pros and cons of each one. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now coming in at number 5 is the Terabyte. Now the only downfall and the reason that I'm having it at number 5 is that you do have to own a nightclub in order to actually own a Terabyte, which makes it a little bit complicated. That's why it's ranked number 5. But my 2 favorite ones to do completely solo are Diamond Shopping and Robbery and Progress. Now, each of these missions, you will make about $30,000, and you can do one and then wait just a couple minutes and do the other one right away. They will have about a 30-minute cooldown for each activity, but all you need to do for a diamond shopping is go to the jewelry store, collect the diamonds, escape, and then deliver them to a very specific location. Now every time that I've done this one, it's the same jewelry store and it's the same drop-off location. So if you guys happen to notice anything different, then please let me know. But now for the next activity is going to be Robbery and Progress. You can see that I just got done completing it and the other ones are completely available. Now what we need to do for Robbery and Progress is just tap into the cameras, find out where the police are, what bank the police are at, so that we can find the actual robbery in progress, and we're going to go and rob the robbers. Now this mission is quite fun. You can use like a buzzard, or I was using my Deluxo in this case, and I was just having a good old time doing it. And all you're doing is killing the cops outside, and then you start killing the bank robbers inside, and then you collect their goods and then make off to the drop-off point, and you're going to be able to make a decent amount of money. Now these 2 missions only take maybe 5 minutes in total, and they're $30,000 a piece, and you can actually generate a lot of money. Now coming in at number 4 is bunker sales. Now the reason that I actually have this one at number 4, I debated between this one and the nightclub, so I'm guessing you guys can figure out which one is next. But the reason that I don't like this one as much for solo is because you can only buy 1 supply, and then you're going to get enough stock level, so you either buy it or you have to steal it to get 1 full supply level, and then you're going to be able to sell it completely solo. You're only always going to have 1 vehicle, no matter what vehicle it is. Now I'm in the Chumash location, and I definitely recommend that you either go with this one or the farmhouse bunker, and that's because they are both relatively close to the city and they're close to a lot of the drop-off points. So if you are in a public session, you guys can actually go ahead and deliver them fairly quickly and then use Ghost Organization in order to drop them off completely undercover and then get that nice little bit of bonus. But the reason that I'm putting this at number 4 is because you do have to wait over almost 2.5 hours to actually complete the bunker sales, and you're not going to make a ton of money unless it's bonus, and you're going to get that double money and some of the bonus opportunities. Then this one is going to be much higher ranked, and the only thing I don't like it is you do have to babysit it quite a bit, being completely solo. Now coming in at number 3 is the nightclub. Now the main downfall to the nightclub is you do have to own 5 of the MC businesses in order to really get the full benefit of the nightclub. But the reason that I like the nightclub so much is you don't have to do anything. You can completely go AFK from it, play other activities, and it's going to generate you money. Now, there is a lot of money that you're going to have to put into the nightclub initially, but once you kind of get over that initial little hump, everything that you do going forward is going to be completely bonus. Now, in this sale, I was selling almost $900,000 in goods, and Tony will take 10% no matter what. Until you hit $1 million, then Tony will only take a cut of $100,000. So the reason I like this, and I'm putting it at number three, is that you guys can do other activities and then come back to this when it's ready. Or what you can do is do an AFK session, either kind of glitching out the game and going on the cameras, or rubber banding your controller and doing that as many times as you want. And it comes back every single day. I'm making $800,000 off of this, minus Tony's cut, of course. So I'm making, $720,000 roughly per day using the nightclub. Now, coming in at number 2 is all of the VIP work. Now, the two that I like specifically are Headhunter and Hostile Takeover, which I'm going to showcase in this video for you guys. Now, obviously, Headhunter, it only takes a few minutes to actually do. You have to go find 4 targets, and you're going to make $20,000 easy cash for killing those 4 targets. It doesn't really matter what you get for your star ranking or your wanted level, because as soon as you kill all 4 of your targets, the wanted level will completely go away, and it will give you $20,000. Now, I definitely recommend that you have either the Buzzard, which you're seeing in this one, the Deluxo, or one of the armored cars like the Duke of Death or the Armored Karuba. Now, those are the ones that I definitely recommend, and that makes it really easy to do this. But you're going to want to make sure that you do Headhunter in the city, because it's going to be a lot more quicker for you guys, and it's going to make you the most amount of money. Now, the second one is Hostile Takeover, and I like doing the one down at LSIA because it's very quick, very easy to get in and out. You can see that I'm starting it just outside of the airport here. I'm going to the hangar. I know exactly where I'm going to go. I'm going to shoot a couple missiles into this hangar right here. I'm going to go and get the package, and I'm going to go and deliver it. And every time that I've done Hostile Takeover at LSIA, basically all I have to do is take it to one of 2 locations, and that is it. It's only ever been 2. So I'm going to run this guy over, and I'm going to go ahead and basically skim across the top of the water and drop this off, and I'm going to make an easy $18,000 just by doing that, or $16,000 in this case, but I have made up to $20,000 doing this. Now, coming in at number 1, what I believe the number 1 activity is import-export business. Now, this was like the first thing that I got involved with, and you do need a CEO office in order to start some of these missions. Now, when you do the VIP work, like in the last one, really all you have to do is have $50,000 and you can start it. So it's great, and a great benefit for people that are completely new to the game. But the next step should be getting your CEO office, and this is where the import-export business really comes into play. Now, you're going to make up to $80,000 per vehicle that you do source, as long as it's a top-range car, and you can trick out the game by getting 10 standard and 10 mid-range cars in your warehouse, and you're always going to source top-range cars. Now, I do recommend that you only get about 4 or 5 top-range cars in your warehouse at a time. Otherwise, you risk the chance of actually getting standard and mid-range cars again. So you can see that I'm stealing a couple here, and then I'm going to basically drive it in, go to the computer inside of the warehouse, and then basically source a destination, and again, basically go and drop it off. Now, you're going to see that this specific drop off was really, really tough, because I was playing it on a public private, I know it doesn't make any sense, but public solo like lobby, and I'm only going to make about $85,000 plus my $20,000 cut plus stealing it. So I basically only made like $60,000 on the car. This is like one of the worst that I've ever done, and that's the reason that I wanted to showcase, because I had to do 2 of the client missions in order to get the $60,000, which took about the same time to source and drop this off. Now, this was one of the furthest locations that you could have been from that specific drop-off. As I was mentioning earlier in the video, each of these businesses do have pros and cons. Now, the Terabyte does require the nightclub, but the nightclub requires you to own 5 of the MC businesses to make the most amount of profit on it. The VIP work, depending on if you're a brand new player or if you own a CEO office, you might only have access to it for like 4 hours, and then you're going to have a 12-hour cooldown. But if you can own a CEO office, which the cheapest one is $1 million, unless you're able to find it at a discount or purchase the Criminal Enterprise Starter Pack, it's going to take a little bit of time and effort to get to that point. So you're going to be working on a lot of the Headhunter, Sightseer, and Hostile Takeover missions. But one of the first vehicles that I recommend to start any of these businesses is the Buzzard, because a lot of the activities that you can do, you can get to and from with the Buzzard very, very quickly, and it's going to make it really easy, especially with the Hostile Takeover and the Headhunter missions in the city. But like I said, all of them do have pros and cons. It kind of just depends on which way you do it. But if you combine all of these activities simultaneously, you can, deliver your goods from your nightclub and then go and source a car, deliver that car, deliver your bunker, do a Headhunter, go and source another car, and then go to the Terabyte. You guys are going to make so much money very, very quickly. And I've only been playing this game for about a month online, and I've had my import-export business give me 1.5 money, and I've also had my bunker make me double money. So those were kind of the businesses that I really focused on. And when they do get a bonus for any of the businesses, definitely focus in on them. Now, the one that I'm really hoping, and I don't know if it ever exists or if they've ever done one like it, is getting like 1.5 money on the nightclub, because I can only imagine, because almost every single day I leave my Xbox completely AFK, and it generates me $800,000 like clockwork, and that's $800,000 a day for doing nothing, for absolutely doing nothing. That's just, going to work, eating supper, hanging out with family and friends, things like that, and you can generate a ton of money pretty quickly. But that is all the time that I have for in today's video. If you guys do have any questions, please leave a comment down below, and I will do my best to answer them for you. But if you guys did enjoy the video in any way, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.